scarcely have dreamt when he assembled the Great Wall of Highbury that one day he'd be looking for a way through English football's most durable defence. Graham's success at Arsenal was based on the constant of Dixon, Adams, Bould and Winterburn, but tonight there's a brick missing. Nigel Winterburn has flu, so Steve Morrow plays at left back. Ian Wright has recovered sufficiently from hamstring trouble to reclaim his place. Bergkamp is completing a ban, Platt is still injured. Ian Wright's record in cup competitions with Arsenal is outstanding: 62 games, 56 goals. Leeds make two changes from Saturday's league game. Carlton Palmer is back as captain, but Lucas Radaby is ill, so the job of man-marking Paul Merson goes to Gary Kelly, whose 19-year-old nephew, Ian Hart, starts for the first time since Leeds lost here in October. And the FA Cup's leading scorer this century, Ian Rush, is relegated to mere bench duty. Tonight's referee is Paul Durkin from Dorset. The pitch, I'm happy to say, is infinitely better than on Saturday. We have to hope that the game is as well. Leeds' use of a man marker at the weekend went so far that you got the impression they'd man mark the corner flag if it was absolutely necessary. The onus really tonight is on Arsenal as the home team to make all the running, and Portsmouth of Division 1 await the winners. Ian Wright is sure to be a key figure. Haller with the early header. Now Lee Bowyer. Haller sliding in. Merson. Vieira finding Dixon. Stephen Hughes left it for Wright. Stephen Hughes hasn't played many first-team games for Arsenal, but there was no evidence in the early seconds here of a lack of understanding between him and Ian Wright. Merson. Significantly, Gary Kelly is the man with him. And that's a theme that will unfold as the evening progresses. On this occasion, it's a corner to Arsenal. Kelly's job is just to stick as close as humanly possible to Paul Merson. Merson to take. And Wright got the header. And Brian Deane hacked it clear. But the marking was not the best in the Leeds defence. Now Bowyer on the break. Hughes tracking back with him. Now, did he bring him down? He did. And the referee is reaching for his pocket. A booking for Stephen Hughes. For a foul that you could see he was almost building up to. Although how much contact there was remains open to debate. Taken short to Dorigo. Hit Steve Bould. The England manager is here to run the rule over the 4 Arsenal players in his squad to face Italy next week. In particular, he's keeping an eye on Paul Merson. It's a long kick onto the head of Adams. Bould. Haller. Hart. On for Wallace, who's got goal side of the defender. Rod Wallace! Hit the post, Wallace again! Leeds United's leading scorer had a lucky bounce off the foot of the upright, but he earned that through his initial persistence. For once, the Arsenal rearguard, created by George Graham, was caught out. Wallace didn't know much about the first effort, but knew plenty about the second. Rod Wallace with his 7th goal of the season. Keown for Arsenal. Ray Parlour. Leeds are working very hard to deny Arsenal space. This is Vieira. Brought down by Haller. That's his second offence in a short space of time. And it's a yellow card for the man in yellow. Vieira, Hughes and Merson. It's Merson! And it struck the well-positioned wall. Hughes. Header from Keown, and now Wright! Very good save by Nigel Martyn. Here's the corner. Up in the air off Jackson. Adams. Haller's header this time. Palmer will be less happy with that. Giving it to Vieira. Now Ian Wright. Another good save. Now, was that a hand? There are appeals for handball. Merson! Wonderful save this time. That's the best of the lot. It's a corner. But there was so much to take in such a short space of time. Adams going for it. Wright was in there as well. There was some pulling on Carlton Palmer. Vieira providing for Wright. In fact, it was the defender Haller who touched the ball. Still, Leeds couldn't get it away convincingly. And that was the best save of the lot, denying Paul Merson. For once, Molinar's missed it. It could fall to Wright. And Leeds' saviour again was the goalkeeper Nigel Martyn. It's the first time in the entire half that Molinar has found a ball eluding him. And that was brave by Nigel Martyn. Dixon. Sign of attacking intent from Arsenal, which is precisely what they need, trailing by a goal to nil. Morrow sliced that. And that was a foul by Haller on Wright. Gunnar Haller is walking a thin rope at the moment, having been booked already. One suspects there are no extra chances still in the locker. As he got nowhere near the ball. Merson with the free kick. Hudson! So nearly a telling substitution. Perfectly delivered set piece by Merson. And that's what Hartson is there for. The extra height off the post. Made ball for Vieira. Oh, flipped the crossbar. What a turnaround in the passage of play since half-time. Maybe there was a slight push used by Vieira to gain that extra half yard, but it was some drive. That's twice Arsenal have struck wood. Palmer. Here. Oh, off the ball, Adams just barged into Rod Wallace. Blocked his path completely. Dorigo. Molinar. Merson, and Lee Dixon is forward. The angle's difficult, and that's a good save by Martyn. Not for the first time tonight. Arsenal have sent the cavalry forward. Morrow's corner. Weatherall's header. It's his first contribution, David Weatherall. Merson. Had to run back 40 yards just to get the ball. Adams. Not the most sophisticated cushioned volleyed pass. It's 4 years since Arsenal last won a home FA Cup tie, and they're struggling here. Keogh. Parlour. Bold. Vieira. It's too close to Haller. Hart. And look at the space that Rod Wallace has got. The problem is that in terms of yellow-shirted company, there's only Brian Deane. It's got to be worth the go himself. Well, Adams stood off him and almost encouraged him to shoot. Laid off by Rush to Palmer. Another goal for Leeds would surely finish it. They've showed great tenacity to hold on to this lead. And we're now inside the final 3.5 minutes. This is Jackson. Palmer. Rush. Back to Palmer. Arsenal have plenty of men back. Deane. Hart belatedly is making a run inside the penalty area, and it wasn't a bad cross from Deane, except there was no one there waiting. Leeds are showing limited ambition at this late stage. You can't really blame them. Hartson. On to Adams. Wright's in the middle. Ian Wright. How many times have we seen Ian Wright in the final minutes of a match swivel onto a chance like that and put it beneath the crossbar rather than above it? Adams, of all people, providing the chance. It's not been Ian Wright's night, and it looks like it's not going to be Arsenal's. Now well into stoppage time. Came off Weatherall's knee. Dixon's header. Merson. Leeds have stuck to their task wonderfully well. This is Keogh. But it has been a backs-to-the-wall performance in this second half particularly. Parlour's cross. Martin has to be sure. He wasn't. And it's a corner. He was under severe pressure from Adams, but he couldn't hold the ball. Morrow's corner. Bold's header took a deflection. Hartson came off Weatherall. It's another corner. Merson with the kick, 2 minutes into stoppage time. Hartson's header! Onto the top of the net. Is that Arsenal's last chance gone? The height of Hartson has been Arsenal's biggest threat in this second period. I think the goalkeeper might have got his hand up in time, but even so, it was mighty close. This is Vieira. Jackson. Into the 5th minute now of time that referee Durkin has seen fit to add on. And that's it! Leeds and George Graham have done it. And he has guided Leeds United into the 5th round of the FA Cup. They become the first domestic team to win at Highbury this season, courtesy of Rod Wallace's goal. Only Leeds' second victory here in 15 visits. Their 5th clean sheet in a row. It is very much Leeds United's and George Graham's night at Highbury.
You know, the last time I came back, we were a bit humiliated with a 3-0 scoreline. But tonight I thought, first half I thought we played well. We looked good on the break. The Arsenal defence didn't look as solid as normal. In the second half I thought Arsenal put us under a lot of pressure. But in the last half hour I thought they become a bit predictable with long balls all the time, and that really suited us.
I don't think that we deserved to lose this game tonight, but we couldn't score, and the keeper made great saves. We hit the bars, and it just looked like being very difficult today, and that it was not our day. But we gave everything. We had the heart in the game, and of course the team is very disappointed. We are really disappointed tonight, but I think we gave everything and to win the game, and after the first goal of Leeds, it became more difficult.
Yeah, it's a tremendous result for us. They are a very, very good side, and they put us under a lot of pressure second half. And all credit to the lads, you know, they stuck up to it.
When John Hartson came on at half-time and Merson dropped a little deeper, the threats seemed to be coming from everywhere for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, they seemed to have about 2 or 3 extra players for a while, but you know, every man stayed with his runner, and you know, everyone did their job.
You don't concede many goals, and now you don't lose many games. So does that make you a decent cup bet?
Well, they always say that to win a cup, you know, you've got to have a good solid defence. But I mean, we've got a long way to go. Yeah, I wouldn't be shouting from the rooftops yet. I'm just going to enjoy this evening, coming back here and winning.